Another way of seeing it is, I don't know if World War III was to start. Now, who's in Russia's corner? They've got China. You know what I mean? They might have America if Trump's on Putin's side. I'm not sure, but like,
what's the Ukraine got?
The land that Putin wants. The problem with the Ukraine was
What's he got?
Well, what it was is the Ukraine wanted to join NATO, and I can't remember the exact history of it, but they wanted to join NATO. I think they offered something. Did they get rid of the nuclear weapons? I think they got rid of the nuclear weapons as a like a gesture of goodwill almost to join NATO. And they haven't actually joined NATO yet, but the thought that they're one step closer, Putin doesn't want NATO as neighbours. So he's gone in before NATO come in as neighbours to go, this is Russia's land and we're having it back.
It's also high in titanium, graphite, lithium, and uranium.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, Putin doesn't want NATO on his door, and he's gone in and gone, yeah, we're having this. But what Trump's saying is you need to negotiate with him. He's almost saying to Zelensky, like, you've got to give up, or you've got to give him something. Give him some land, give him something so he backs off, or else you're going to start World War III. You can't win this. You can't win this war. You need to negotiate with him. And from Zelensky's point of view, like, this is my land, this is my people. Why should I? Why should I do that? Like, and what people are seeing, the way Trump and Vance went about it is like they just came across as school bullies, and Vance was even worse because he's not the bully.
I agree with you there.
He's not the bully, he's the bully's mate, and the bully's mate's worse than the fucking bully.
No, I think Vance should have just kept his mouth shut.
Yeah. I
don't think it had anything to do with it. I don't think he should have got involved in the Oval Office conversation. I don't think it had anything to do with it.
It's I think if you had somebody, if you had a politician who was articulate in politics talking about it, then it would have come across better. And I get it, I understand it. I know people that I know people who've served and they fully believe that if it went to World War III, the Allies won't win. You know what I mean? We need to avoid it. And one of the ways to avoid this from happening is for Zelensky to go, right, okay, what do you want? You're not having it all. What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you need? What do you need me to do to make this stop? Which is fair enough, And Zelensky's like, well, no, actually, what I want to do is defend my country, defend my land. There's no issue with saying that. There's no issue with doing that. And he's like, but I do need a bit of help. And the problem is, if he was in NATO, then he'd have all the help that he needed. Yeah. And Putin probably wouldn't have even invaded him. But he's not. So everybody's a little bit like, we don't want to start World War III.
Putin's going to kick off.
Have some cash and have some guns. And, just see how you go.
Nah, Putin's getting kick off.
But, yeah, we will see.
We will see. We will see. Are we in here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just recording away?
I do that anyway. You just hit record and see what happens.
All righty-o then. Well, considering we're up the Trent podcast without a paddle, I thought I'd look at some attractions that we've got in Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh, are we keeping it local?
We're keeping it local for the first half an hour.
Do you know what? Before we go into it, what I've noticed since starting this podcast, the Up the Trent Without a Paddle. Now, with the old one, we never shied away from the fact that we were based in Stoke-on-Trent. But we didn't have, if you were to just find us on podcast apps or social media or not, you wouldn't know where we were from. Yeah. But because we're more focused on where we are geographically, and the pun in the title, and the bottle kilns on the image, and blah blah blah, we are actually getting a lot more local interaction than what we were before, and it's really nice to see new names and new faces pop up on the socials. People that run like Stoke-on-Trent based social media.
Yeah.
You know, people that highlight, independent stores and attractions and things to do in Stoke, and we've had like inbox messages as well saying, oh, looks great, guys. Good luck in what you're doing. So having that local connections really opened up the show to new people, and getting rid of the old stupid names probably helped as well.
Anyway,
Stoke, what can we do?
what can we do in Stoke-on-Trent? We've got the Dudson Museum.
Okay.
So the Dudson Museum is housed in an atmospheric original Grade 2 listed bottle oven.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Stepping through the oven door, you will experience the company's heritage from 1800 until present day, and discover the history of the oldest surviving family. There you go. The Dudson Museum.
Do you know?
Go have a step into basically a bottle oven. Sorry.
Quite a few of them around.
Yeah.
Although-
The heritage of Stoke-on-Trent is clay.
Yeah, I wanted to. I'm going to do a little video.
You just
on
had a big drink of Jack Daniels then, didn't you, Dave?
Yeah, it got really hit me throat. Like I said to. So let's digress a second. I don't know whether you can tell from listening. There's no video yet. Like I said, we are working on it, but there's no video yet. But we are in the Cave 2.0. So we have a new plan for recording. We're alternating HQs, let's say. We're alternating headquarters. So this week we're in the new studio, which is a work in progress at the moment. So much of a work in progress that when Cleon decided to move the microphone and snap the mount that it was in, we've repaired it with a copious amount of duct tape.
Yeah.
Because the show must go
Still
on.
sulking over this.
No, do you know what, man? I am surprised that these mounts are still like working.
I barely touched it in all honesty.
Yeah, they're so brittle. Like literally, these are the same mounts that I was using 10 years ago when I first started
Fair one.
the show. Like I haven't upgraded them or anything like, but the plastic's just gone.
It's
Brittle.
just gone poor.
Like you touch them too hard and they're snapping. So if anything, it's done me a favour. I'm going to buy some nice new shock mounts for them. I was looking at new microphones actually as well. But the microphones I want are way out of my fucking budget. If anybody's
really
listening,
pricey now,
if
isn't
anybody's listening and they want to
Sponsor.
sponsor the show with a couple of microphones,
Chuck 'em in.
I don't know, maybe keep it local. Richer Sounds. Anybody from Richer Sounds listening? If you want to send us a few microphones down,
Send us a plasma.
that'd be great. That would be great.
I'll take a plasma.
Yeah.
Some surround sound.
Yeah. Some nice speakers.
What else have we got going on in Stoke-on-Trent?
There's loads of things. We could be here all day talking about
The
Stoke-on-Trent
New Vic
attractions.
Theatre.
The New Vic. They've got some cracking shows on there. That's a theatre in the round, isn't it?
It is in the round.
Yeah. So you've got that 360-degree theatre experience. I think it's the only in the round theatre in Stoke.
It is.
I'm pretty certain it is.
I
So
like it.
I do like it. I haven't been in the New Vic for a while, but the company that I work for, we've got lots of like little subsidiaries. Is that the word I'm looking for? Little stems of the company that stem off somewhere else. And there's part of the company called Eventful. Now I'll tell you what Eventful is. Have you ever been, let's say, to Tesco's or the train station, and you've seen them wooden leaflet stands, and they've got like a little A3 frame at the top with a poster in, and they've got all the leaflets in that are like, this is what you can do at Trentham Gardens, this is what's on at the New Vic, this is what's on at the Victoria Hall. Well, the company that I work for owns all of them, and Eventful is a subsidiary of the company. So I get to see all the leaflets.
We're mentioning names here and they don't sponsor.
Okay.
We're mentioning names here all over the
Do
show.
pay my wages though, so
Okay.
so yeah, I get to see like what's on at the theatres, and it's really like opened my eyes to how much stuff there is actually on in Stoke and Newcastle, like that. I would never have bothered of looking at before.
Ja, do you know what's a good idea?
Go on.
You do. Very bad editing. Do you know what's a good idea?
Go on.
What would be a good idea?
What's a good idea?
What would be a good idea?
Go on.
If
Tell me.
we could, if we could get some, we could review at the theatre.
Oh, so we need some press back.
We need some press packs.
Press pack passes.
Press pack passes.
I might have a foot in the door there, so let me leave that with me.
Sort that out.
Leave
We'll
that with
review.
me.
We'll review shows.
I did very nearly go to the press night of the Panto at the Regent last year, but I couldn't make it. I was otherwise engaged, but I had access to press tickets for that, which would have been nice.
Just smelling Johnny Wilkes' hair.
Schmoozing with the bosses, like, and the bigwigs. You get like, complimentary drinks and all that kind of stuff.
You get a vol au vent.
To make you feel really important.
An egg mayonnaise sandwich.
Microphone. Bear with us.
Just pick your mic wire out the way.
I've just kicked it out the way. That worked
No,
even better.
Pick it out the way.
No, it's gone now. It's over there. Look good.
Are you ready now?
I'm born ready, mate.
Where were we?
On about press nights and press packs and
Oh,
stuff.
perfect. Well, yeah, getting the odd vol au vent and the odd mayonnaise sandwich. Anyway, what else can you do in Stoke-on-Trent? I'll tell you, Trentham Estate.
Yeah,
You can go to Trentham.
that's a thing.
Yeah, you can get really ripped off.
Yeah, really ripped off at Trentham.
Really ripped off.
It's a garden centre. It's
It's a garden centre
and loads of little shops in huts.
and loads of little really expensive
Yeah,
shops and huts.
and-
Where you can
and-
get
and-
like expensive American sweets.
And a gardens as well.
In a
Well, you can
gardens.
pay to walk around the gardens, can't you? Do you know what? Do you want me to tell
But
you?
you're
a
not
little,
allowed to let your dog off its lead.
do you want me to tell you a little hack for that?
You're not allowed to take your bikes.
Tell you a little hack for going around
Go
the
on.
gardens. So you can get married in Trentham Estate.
Oh, okay.
So you just book an appointment.
Are you
to-
doing a marriage hack here?
Yeah, you just book an appointment to see the venue, the marriage venue, and then you're in. And once you go, okay, thanks for that, that's great, bye. Walk around the gardens, you're in, you haven't paid. Boom. I'll give you that one for free.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
One thing I've noticed about the new room is there's a lot of we've got echo, we've got reverb. If you could record a drum track in here, it'd be ace.
Be a case. Shall we get a set of drums?
And another thing as well.
I was
I've
thinking about getting a set of drums.
noticed, drums. I've always wanted a set.
I was looking at the
Touch my drum set.
I was looking at the electric drum sets on Facebook.
Yeah. My
You know,
drummer's,
marketplace.
my drummer's electric kit is the tits. It's really, really good.
What are electric drum kits like?
It depends on how much you're willing to spend. You can literally get electric drum kits that are almost like you just can't tell the difference between playing them and an acoustic kit. They're so close. But some of them are. Oh, I'm not too sure about that one. Some of them are like terrible, but some of them are super realistic.
Yeah.
And like my drummers is a bit of an in between of the super realistic and terrible. It's like halfway between. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah, we don't buy that one. We don't buy that one at all.
Fair enough. The Yamaha 250 electric drum kit. You're terrible.
You're terrible.
Good review.
So we're in the new room.
We're in the new
We've
room.
set up in the new room.
Yeah, we're here.
It's a little bit gaffer tape and bodge job at the moment.
It'll work out.
One of the things I've noticed though is like how very chill we are.
Yeah,
We're normally a little bit louder.
We
like,
are.
And tonight we're just
we're a bit chiller.
we're a bit chiller. It's nice. It's calm.
It's calm.
I almost feel like I could read somebody a bedtime story.
Oh,
Like
go on
this.
then.
I'm not going to. Right. So it's we've got into the habit of recording on Sunday mornings, Sunday
Yeah.
afternoons, and now it's a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of things have happened today. I haven't had the chance to watch SmackDown.
No.
And the Elimination Chamber is on in 3 hours and 10 minutes.
3 hours.
So I'm going to have to go into this one blind.
Right.
I'll very quickly read through all the notes.
Right.
Of
We're on wrestling.
what happened on.
We're not
SmackDown.
going to hear about Apedale Valley Light Railway.
Okay, go on. If we're keeping it local,
To railway.
it's a railway. Is it still active?
Yeah.
Can you still? Can you go on like?
Oh, mate, that's that place where you can find your favourite brick.
You can find your favourite brick.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
You can find your favourite brick.
Ugh.
There's a museum. Dave, focus.
I'm focusing.
There's a
I'm trying to
museum.
think what my favourite brick is.
There's a museum. It's full of bricks. I went with Jodie, the good lady wife.
I want
She
brick.
she identified a favourite brick.
Oh, okay, right.
You have to
okay.
pick.
You have to pick your favourite brick.
Oh, there's a wall full, Dave.
Ooh, you just beeped.
I have.
That's a new noise.
There's a new noise. Sorry, I'll turn it off.
Yeah.
You were on wrestling.
I was on wrestling. Yeah, I was on wrestling.
There you go. I'll help you out.
It's the Elimination Chamber tonight. And there's been we spoke about the Rumble on the old show a few weeks back, and we were giving predictions about who would be in the chamber. Now, do you remember who we predicted would be in there?
No.
Right. So we said John Cena, obviously. Definitely,
Yeah,
that's
obviously.
going to happen. And we were trying to work out who the big names that are going to end up in the chamber.
Got you.
So we went John Cena, we went Seth Rollins. Even though you weren't happy about it, you were like, yeah, he'll be in there. CM Punk, obviously, he's got to be in there. And then we were like, ooh, who would be the other three? And we got it down to Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
Damian Priest, and then there was one left. And I believe we were toying with a few names, but then I think you went, what about Logan Paul?
Yeah.
And it turns out we got it bang on. They are the six competitors. The five? Is it
Well-
5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 competitors.
Well, Paul Levesque were available.
Yeah, we're available for script writing, storytelling, in-ring performance.
Oh, I'll do some in-ring performance.
Yeah, we're up for all that.
I was watching a Carl Pilkington show last night.
Ooh,
You know that Idiot Abroad? Yeah. I was watching Idiot Abroad last night, and he was doing Mexican wrestling, and he pansed it right up.
oh,
And
I've seen it.
I'd love to do that.
Seen it, yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't you be bouncing off the rings? You know, the ropes.
Oh, running the ropes.
Wouldn't you be running
Apparently
the ropes?
That knackers.
Pardon?
Apparently that really hurts.
I don't care.
Running the ropes.
You've got to run the ropes. I've done it in M Club's boxing ring. Me and Dan.
Yeah, I've never. I don't even think I've been in a ring. Swear
No.
I haven't. No, don't think I have.
That's poor.
No, not at all. Are you watching the chamber?
I am watching the
Are
chamber.
you watching it live or watching it tomorrow?
I'm going to watch it live, but probably I'm going to start watching it.
Yeah. And
Do you
then
get what I mean?
fall asleep?
But yeah, it's one of them. I was thinking I was going, shall we all watch it? And I was like, well, I'm only going to fall asleep.
yeah, that's the thing. I stayed up for the Rumble. And
You have to
I
kind of stay
barely-
up for the Rumble.
I
Rumble,
barely
sorry.
kinda
The
made it
Rumble.
through. I was like, at the end of it, I'm like hanging off the sofa, one eye's closed.
We're both drinking, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've pulled me this. I said half and half. That's like,
Oh, shut up.
I think you put whiskey in and then just spat in it. That's enough. That's enough. I'm trying to remember the other matches on Chamber.
What's been going on with The Rock?
Well, he's come in. He did that weird fucking promo on SmackDown where
I'm so confused.
he's on about like basically it's Mania season into it. And he's interjected himself into the show again.
The final boss.
Yeah, so he calls Cody Rhodes out, and he's like, he's a great champion, and this, that, and the other, but he wants him to be more than the champion. He wants him to be The Rock's champion. He wants him to be he says, I can get you to places that you can only dream of, and if you become my champion, then we can make you the biggest thing ever, blah 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 blah. And Cody Rhodes is like, everybody knows I'm not the Rock's champion, I'm the people's, I'm their champion. And then the Rock, like, he ended it with, I want your soul. It was so weird. I don't know where it's going. I don't know what it's leading to, but they're both on the pay-per-view tonight where Cody's got to decide whether he's going to give the Rock his
Is he fighting The
soul.
Rock?
Well, he shouldn't be, because he fights the winner of the Chamber at Mania. You know what I mean? You've got because
I don't get it.
no, yeah, it's strange.
I don't
There was
get it at all.
There's no need for it either.
I don't know why The Rock's getting involved.
I mean, they've took Roman Reigns out
Yeah.
after the Rumble. Whether that is a legit injury, I don't know, or whether it was with the kayfabe curb stomp that's put him out because he doesn't need to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They don't need him to have a program, so they just pull him out of the way. I don't know, but yeah, the whole Rock thing is just.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's really, really strange. I don't know where they're going with it at all. But like I say, that's going to be addressed tonight. You've got the Elimination Chamber, which is apparently opening the show, the men's chamber.
Fair.
Don't know how true that is, but Yeah, so that's a thing. You've got the women's chamber is meant to be closing, in quotation marks, closing the show.
Yeah.
You've then got the tag match, which is it's the Get Up Make a Brew match.
Yeah.
Between Tiffany's teaming up with Trish Stratus. No, it's in Toronto where Trish is from. So yeah, she's teaming with Trish to take on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. It's a non-thing. There's no need for it. There's no need for it to be there. It's just to get the crowd pop with Trish being there. And they were both on SmackDown this week. I watched the first bit of SmackDown, and it was so cringe. She was just. I love Trish Stratus. Don't get me wrong. And in that late attitude, early ruthless aggression era, like she was brilliant character, and the way that she went from. Manager and bikini model to an actual in-ring talent.
Yeah.
The way that her and Lita, were the first women to headline Raw, she did really well to get there, and that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to wrestle. She wanted to get better. She wanted to make women's wrestling what women's wrestling is today. And she wanted to do this in the early 2000s. It was never going to be like that under Vince. It just wasn't going to happen. And when it very quickly went back to bra and panties matches, and
They were great though.
Well, yeah, it was the sign of the times, though. You know what I mean? It was like that's what
I have watched some of them back, and you do think, wow.
Yeah, some of the stuff that they used to do. It's like you just wouldn't get
The
away
whole
with it.
Lita storyline.
Yeah. The Lita and Edge and whatnot, you wouldn't get away with it now. No. It's that simple. The crowd wouldn't accept it. No. They just wouldn't accept it. Like it wouldn't happen. But she's back. She's wrestling. It was very cringe in the ring. She's a legend, and she hasn't caught up to the new generation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're just better. They're better at promos. They're better at wrestling. And it was very cringe. It was very of its time. And, they've put the belt on Tiffany. And she's a great character. She could be a bit better in the ring, but she's very athletic.
Yep.
She's got a history in athletics, or aerobics or something. I can't remember. One of them. She can run fast, or she can do a flip. I don't know which one it is.
She might be able to do both.
But the promos aren't there yet with her. They give her the money in the bank. She's cashed in. She's the champ. And she's going to Mania to face Charlotte Flair. And we don't know yet whether it's going to be a passing of the torch from Charlotte Flair to Tiffany, or whether Charlotte Flair is going to beat her and get the belt again, which there is no need for. There's just no need for it.
I don't like women's wrestling.
I do. I don't. I do. I think,
I don't. I think it's crap.
Some of it's brilliant.
It's like midget fighting.
Do you know what I have really enjoyed when it comes to women's wrestling is the women's tag matches that have been on Raw.
No, but the thing that's annoying me in women's wrestling is I don't want to see little wrestlers. I want to see big women wrestlers, like the 6'5"ers. And I want to see power slams. I want to see running off the ropes.
You're a Nia Jax fan, aren't you?
Yeah. Do you get what I mean? It's too...
The thing
like
with
when...
women's...
did you watch Rumble? Did you watch the Women's Rumble? It was crap.
It was, yeah.
It was crap, mate. They couldn't get each other over the rope.
The good bits were good.
Oh, and the bad bits were bad. That's great analysis.
The good bits were really good.
Like Michael Owen then. No. The good bits were good.
The good bits were really good, but the rest of it was forgettable. It's not that it was bad. It was just forgettable. It was just... it
was just crap.
There's no point in it.
As soon as Charlotte Flair came down, we all went...
that's when you switch off. But the women's...
Brew time.
The women's tag matches on Raw have been phenomenal, and it was the headline on this week's Raw.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, was it? Versus Bianca Belair and I want to call her Trinity Fatu, but that's is that what she called in
I've got no idea.
WWE.
I don't like women's
Is it
wrestling.
Trinity? I can't remember her name.
I do not
for the
follow
belts.
women's wrestling.
But it was brilliant. It was brilliant, and it was believable as well. I think one of the main problems with women wrestling is when you get two people in the ring that you just know it wouldn't. That's not what would Naomi. That's her name. Her real name's Trinity. She's Trinity in TNA and stuff like that. When you get, let's say, Alexa Bliss,
Yeah.
who's 5 foot, right? She's also fucking brilliant. The character is so good, and the pop that she got at Rumble was just like, yeah, she's back, and the crowd love her. But when you put her in the ring with Nia Jax, like that's not going to work. Like, she's not going to win. If that was real life,
Yeah.
Nia Jax is flicking her on the head and she's falling over. Like, it's just not. Whereas with something like a Rey Mysterio and a Mark Henry, which was a storyline before,
Yeah.
it's kind of believable, because even though Rey Mysterio is a lot smaller than Mark Henry, he's strong and he's more athletic, and he's toned, and like there's that little bit of, do you know what? If he hits him in the right places and avoids getting grabbed, he could win this. But I just think with women's wrestling, there's no it's no believability with some of the matches. Whereas if you get the right mix, so the Judgment Day and Naomi and Bianca Belair tag match, because they're all about the same size, and you know what I mean. Roxanne Perez is jacked and a unit, but so's Bianca Belair, in all fairness.
I've just fixed women's wrestling.
Oh, go on. Is this going to be... Are you taking it back to 1998?
No.
Don't.
No. I'm going to bring Rey Mysterio and the other little Mexican. I'm going to put them in the women's league.
But they just won't work. Stop being silly. Now you're being silly. Right?
I just think it'll improve it.
Anyway,
I'm just not a fan.
Elimination
Sorry.
Chamber, you've got that tag match, which is just going to be terrible. Yeah, you've got the women's...
And I'm not being misogynistic.
misogynistic.
I'm not.
And you've got the women's...
I just don't like it.
The women's chamber match, which... I can't even fucking remember who's in it.
See? You don't care neither.
Yeah, I didn't really pay much attention.
Giving me grief, being all politically correct.
It's not Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez is a different wrestler.
It's Sandra.
Who am I thinking of? Yeah, so Liv Morgan's in there.
Deirdre.
Alexa Bliss is in there, which is ace. Bailey's in there.
Rita.
Roxanne Perez, who's just come up from NXT, she's in it. But
Sorry.
The main thing for me here is, like, Bianca Belair and Naomi have just lost the tag belts, and they're both in the chamber. So is one of them gonna go on? Because why would they drop the belts?
Have they not announced the lineup?
Are one of them gonna go to Mania?
Have they not announced? Have they not? Oh yeah, they have. Here we go. Yeah.
The chamber line. But I've just read them all out.
Yeah, I get that.
So, like, which one of them's going to go to Mania? So, I do believe the last match is the unsanctioned match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Let's face it, that's going to steal the show. It's going to be brilliant. There's no way...
Who's that, sorry?
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
There's no way that they're going to fuck that up, because the amount of times that them two have wrestled each other for the last 20 years, it's always an absolute showstopper. Always.
Yeah, them two are nuts.
You watch some of the stuff from Ring of Honor, Kevin Steen and Al Generico. It's just brutal, and it's amazing. The rivalry they had in NXT, perfect. The matches that they've had against each other in WWE. The one where Sami Zayn finally beats him and finally wins, and he hits him with 2 fucking haluva kicks, and it's awesome. Goosebumps, chills, literal chills. It's going to steal the show. It's unsanctioned, so it's going to go all over the arena. The ref's only there to count 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? There's no rules. It's going to be
It's going to be a good match.
It's going to be brilliant. It's going to steal the show. It's going to be well worth staying up till 4 a.m. for. Going to be ace. Going to be ace.
It's 4 a.m.
You got any predictions for Mania, for the main event?
I think, do you know what I do think about Mania? I think John Cena is going to fight for a title. I think he's going to win and retire with the belt.
He is retiring at
I
Mania, isn't
do think, I do think that's going to happen. I think John Cena is going to retire with the belt. He's never turned heel.
Yeah.
He is Hulk Hogan,
It would.
but he's towed the company line
It
all the
would
way through.
be-
He hasn't changed.
It would be. It's a difficult one, man, because the tradition is you go out putting the other guy over. That's how you go out. You put the other guy over. So I think what would be, we're all expecting. I'm also predicting Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the belt. Now, is this where The Rock comes in? Is this the give me your soul thing? Like, is this what happens? Does The Rock get involved somehow? I don't know.
I think I could see Cena Rock.
Is it going to be a passing of the torch moment where Cody Rhodes gets John Cena's approval as the champion?
No.
Is John Cena gonna win the belt?
Yep.
17 titles, I use that term so loosely. Break the record of 16 world titles that Ric Flair's got, because Ric Flair's got about 24 if we're actually counting them properly. In WWE land, in their history, he's got 16, but he's got about 24.
So how good has John Cena been for WWE?
Oh,
WWE,
perfect.
WWF,
Looking brilliant.
WWN, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, he's
How
the
good
best.
has he been?
He's one of the best.
He needs one more title to be the all-time title leading person.
Yeah.
To have that record, title leading person. Sorry, to have that record.
Yeah.
He'll retire with the belt.
It's feasible. It's totally feasible. But how's he going to do it?
I don't know.
Will he beat Cody clean?
Whichever, but
Will-
because
will The Rock-
in the Royal Rumble,
Will-
he's also already been put over.
Will The Rock get involved because Cody won't give him his soul? Will The Rock get involved and do something which gives John Cena the win without
John Cena gives Rocky soul.
without John Cena knowing? Oh God, that could be the turn on his very, very last match.
On his very last
match, he actually does the heel turn.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's magic.
And
I
he
would
retires
love that.
with the belt.
Retires as a bad guy.
Yeah.
Right. What about a third man? What if somehow they get a third man in?
No.
So you've got the War Games, Survivor Series War Games, where CM Punk joins the original Bloodline as a favour for Paul Heyman. Mm-hmm. Does Paul Heyman owes him a favour? Does Paul Heyman use his influence and get CM Punk into the main event? Cena wins the Chamber. CM Punk calls in the favour and then gets to main event a Mania, which he's never done. So he main events a Mania in a triple threat match with Cena and Cody Rhodes, but Cena pins CM Punk, keeping Cody Rhodes safe. Never lost the belt through pin. Cena pins CM Punk instead, wins the belt. Cody's safe because he didn't get pinned. So his whole thing's like, well, I didn't.
Cena retires
technically
with the belt.
Cena retires as champion, and then they do like either a tournament or they do.
No, they'll do a thing where he hands over the belt.
Or they do CM Punk and Rhodes.
Yeah, and then it'll be a fight over the belt.
Yeah.
There you go.
I do like the heel turn story.
I think that's a great. I think if we've got this nailed on, honestly, Paul, you're listening.
It would be great just to.
We can't keep getting this perfect every time, Dave.
It would be great just to have, like, just a clean match. Cody, Cena, they have an excellent technical wrestling match. Like, Cena's never been the greatest technical wrestler, but he does what he does and he does it well. Cody Rhodes does what he does and he does it well. So they have a really fucking good, 20-minute match.
Yeah.
Like, and Cena just gets a clean win. I'd be happy with that.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. If there's interference, I want it to mean something. I don't want it to.
That's a good one. Cena though giving Rock his soul and then doing the heel turn and retiring with the belt.
I don't.
That's excellent.
I don't want interference to just be pointless. that pointless interference where it's like somebody runs in and they just hit somebody else, and there's a DQ, and the ref rings the bell, and it's just pointless. He doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
There's no
Seth
story.
Rollins.
It needs to be. it needs to mean something.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. Hopefully they get it right. The whole Jey Uso Gunther thing is just perfect. You know what I mean? Jey Uso is so over at the moment. Like if you watch Raw when he does the run-in, there's a big crowd pop. But on X and on Instagram, there's mobile phone footage from like the front row of when Jey Uso's music hits. You hear the raw sound of the crowd because it's just through the phone. It's not being tampered with on a fucking mixing desk. You hear that raw pop, and Jesus Christ, on about that venue goes off when he runs into the ring. It's just it's perfect. He is so over. They've got to give him the belt. They have got to give him that belt.
Jey Uso.
He's lost. He's lost to Gunter like twice now. So if they don't give him the belt, it's just shit.
It's just shit.
And give Gunter the belt back. Give him a rematch, and Jey Uso loses. It's fine. Just give him the belt.
Where's Hulk Hogan?
Nobody likes him anymore.
No,
because he's racist. Uses the N-word a lot.
Does he?
Yeah. Do you know when they brought him out on that debut episode of Raw on Netflix, and he was promoting his Hulk Hogan beer? Like, I've got into partnership, brother, with the WWE, brother, for brother beer, brother. And the crowd just, like, normally, Hogan's music hits, the crowd pops. It's Hogan, for fuck's sake. His music hit, and everybody just went, boo. Nobody cares about Hulk Hogan anymore. They just don't.
Wow.
They don't care about Hulk Hogan anymore. The older generation will, because they were his.
Yeah.
He was their hero. Like, it's as simple as that. They will never, no matter what he does, they'll always love Hogan. But the new fans, the new generation,
kind of the generation that are the kids of the Hogan generation are 20 now.
Yeah.
If you will. And they never grew up with Hogan.
Yeah. They didn't grow up with Hogan. Their Hogan is...
NWO.
Yeah. But even then, like, he's still an icon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they never got the... Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
If anything, NWO Hogan was just cooler. He was cooler than red and yellow.
No, I love the red and yellow.
He was fucking edgy and, like, down
I
with the funky
loved
bits.
Hogan.
Perfect. What was perfect was, when Hogan comes back to WWE and they have the Hogan Rock match at WrestleMania, and he stops the NWO from attacking Rock, and they do the handshake at the end, and the Rock was meant to be the good guy.
Yeah.
And Hogan was meant to be the bad guy. And it just didn't work that way. They were booing Rock, they were cheering Hogan, because it's fucking Hulk Hogan and he's back in the WWE. And then they do the turn, they do the face turn, which is just organic and perfect, where the red and yellow comes back.
Yeah.
And bang, his music hits. Not NWO music, fucking real American hits. He's back in the fucking yellow and red. He's got the big feather boa around his neck, and the crowd fucking love it. And he goes and ruins it for himself by opening his fucking mouth. Like,
just stick to the vitamins, mate.
And then
just the vitamins.
I mean, the leaked porno didn't help. Like,
that was bad.
And the court case, the weirdest court case ever. No, what it is, brother, is Terry Bollea does not have a 10-inch penis. Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis, brother. In court. That was he was in court doing that. Huh?
Yeah, he was.
They have a 10-inch penis. Hulk Hogan's got a 10-inch penis.
Teddy Blower doesn't.
Yeah.
Teddy Blower has a 3-inch penis.
Yeah, it's all the roids.
It's ruined. It's ruined my wedge.
Roid dick. So nobody likes Hogan anymore.
No,
nobody likes Hogan.
I forgot about his porn thing.
Yeah, so give Jey Uso the belt anyway.
Yeah, fair one.
Give him the belt. Give Cena the belt. Give Tiffy and Charlotte. Keep the belt on Tiffany.
Keep the belt on Tiffany.
Keep the belt on Tiffany. Charlotte don't need it, and I think her knee's fucked as well. I don't know how long she's going to be wrestling for now because like she's fully Steve Austin with that knee brace.
Oh, is she?
Never going to have to. She'll never be able to take that knee brace off.
Fair.
And who's the other one? Who's the other champ? Oh, bloody! Of course it is. Goth woman. This whiskey's strong.
I like Goth Woman.
Goth woman's very good.
I mean, wrestling wise.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. Oh, I'm such a fucking fake part-time fan, aren't I? Oh, good God.
Have you just put Goth Woman in?
I haven't put Goth woman.
I was going to say
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley,
There
of
you go,
course.
women's world champion. Yeah, she's fucking ace. She always has been ace as well. Like back when she was in NXT, when she did the women's fucking Mae Young Classic, whatever it was called, she was ace. But it just took her ages to find a character. And then it was like, do you know what? I'm going to be goth chick. And then she started slicking her hair back and wearing black lipstick. And then she dyed her hair black. And then she got loads of fucking tattoos. And then she got really good at wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, really good.
Yeah, she's good.
She's, yeah, one
Do
of
you
the
know whose
best.
character development I've been disappointed with? I forgot his name now. He's in her stable, he's in her gang.
Well, she's not in one anymore.
She was in one.
So she was in Judgment Day.
Yeah, he's in Judgment Day.
Not Dominic.
No.
Finn Balor.
Yeah, Finn
Yeah.
Balor. What's happened with his character development?
Well, Finn Balor was originally a Triple H guy.
Yeah.
When Triple H was running NXT and he came over from Japan, you know, he got the real big push. And then when he came over to WWE, he was also getting a big push because Vince loved him.
Yeah.
Vince thought he was ace. And Vince doesn't like little guys.
Yeah.
But Vince loved Finn Balor. So he got the big push. He's the first Universal Champion. You know, that title doesn't exist anymore, but he's the first Universal Champion, only losing it because he got injured when he won it, so he had to give up the belt the next day. And his push just kind of
Is that what happened? Did he get a
stopped.
bad injury?
So he fought Seth Rollins to be the first Universal Champion. And Seth Rollins did that. He does that buckle bomb where he power bombs you into the corner, into the turnbuckles.
Yeah.
But he did it on the outside, so he did it on like the barricade. And as Finn Balor hit the barricade awkward and popped his shoulder out. So you actually, the camera stays on him and you see him pop his shoulder back into place. But throughout the match, it just kept on coming out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he torn shit and whatnot. And he finishes the match. He wins the belt like he's meant to. But the next night on Raw, because of the injury, he has to give the belt up. So that's when I think it was Kevin Owens they gave it to after that. But
He's very hit and miss.
that whole Universal title run thing was just, it was a bit fucking shit in all fairness. Like, you know, they ended up giving it to
I still liked Finn though.
gave
I
it
liked
to
his.
Goldberg.
I liked his entrance.
Well, from what I can gather, I mean, yeah, because they've changed his music and everything, and you know, when he came out at the Rumble, nobody knew who it was.
Yeah.
The music kicks in. It's like, who's this? And then Finn Balor appears, and it's like, oh. But from what I can gather, it was Vince that was giving him the big push, and now Vince isn't there.
So he's lost his backer.
He's just not getting a push at all. Speaking of the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio is just fucking brilliant.
I don't like
He's
Dominic
such a slimy bad guy.
I think that's why I don't like him, because he's so good at his job.
Yeah, so he's doing it right then.
Yeah.
Like, he's brilliant, playing into the whole the old storyline of Eddie Guerrero being his real dad. Do you remember the Eddie and Ray custody of Dominic match?
Yeah.
You know, playing into that, growing his hair like Eddie. He's got the mustache.
Yeah.
You know, he does the little
that.
shake and the three amigos, the suplexes. It's fucking brilliant, and he's so unlikable. Like, he's so unlikable. You've got to like him.
Yeah.
He's very, very good at
I
what he
just
does.
don't like him.
Very good at what he does. They should give him more of a push. They should. I think in the future, Like, they should really look at giving him, like, an Intercontinental title run or a US title run or something like that.
Just give him a title.
Just seeing how he is.
Just give him a title.
Just seeing how he is with a belt. You know what I mean? As you've got a belt, you're somewhat a face of the company. You're not the face of the company.
You're not the face.
But you're a champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, the eyes are on you. You get more TV time. You get more interviews. You get more, stuff outside of Raw and SmackDown. Like, let's just see how he does with it, see how he works with it. Because I think he's got the character. I think he's got the character. He's got the charisma. And I think he's got all of that to be a really, really good bad guy.
Yeah.
A heel champion. And I do think as long as Ray's still wrestling, you've also still got the chance for that organic face turn.
Yeah.
Somebody turns on him, Finn Balor turns on him, or Liv Morgan dumps him, or something like that, you know what I mean? And something's happening. Maybe Ray's involved and he's getting beat up by, like, Finn Balor or something, and Dom's torn. What does he do? And then, bang, goes good guy, runs in, saves his dad. Like, the crowd pops. Hey, Dom's fucking saving. He's a Mysterio. Hey, fuck me. Like, I just think, I think he'd be ace.
Fair.
I love fantasy booking. Fantasy booking's fucking brilliant. Love fantasy booking. Like, what you can do with these storylines.
Well,
like when Vince bought the WCW. And all of the wrestlers. You had this WCW invasion with no wrestlers. It was like, because everybody was on guaranteed contracts. So they all got paid until the contract ended, even though they didn't have a job. So Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Hulk Hogan, fucking Goldberg, all the big names, they all got paid. They just got paid to sit at home for fucking 2 years. Like, that's sound. And then, when they didn't have a job, and they stopped getting paid, that's when
they went.
They went over to WWE.
Right. Hi, guys.
Apart from Booker T. Because Booker T also had guaranteed money. He was also on a contract. He could have just stayed at home. And he went, if I do that, nobody's going to know who I am. Even though he was a 5-time champion, it's like, nobody across there knows who I am.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go. He took a pay cut. You know how much he lost?
How much?
50% of his wage. He took a 50% pay cut to go straight to the WWE. He's like, I'm doing it. I'm going straight over it, and I'm going to start again.
I think Booker T was amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to build my reputation up again. And next thing you know, he's King Booker. He's fucking like one of the greatest fucking wrestlers in the WWE. With Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
One of the things he didn't want to do, he didn't want to wrestle like full time anymore. And he wanted drop and maybe not re-sign the contract. And Vince said to him, "What are the problems? What's stopping you from doing it?" He says, "I want to stay at home. I want to see. I don't see my wife as much as I want to. I want to stay at home, spend time with my wife. I want to raise a family." And Vince just went, "Well, we'll employ her then." So Vince was like, "If you want to spend more time with her, we'll employ her."
Yeah, there you go.
She can be
problem sorted.
Charmel, she can be your manager or whatever. Like, we will employ her as talent, and she can come on the road with us. And next thing you know, you got King Booker and Queen Charmel,
and brilliant.
Goes in the stable with fucking William Regal and
5-time
and Finlay. Like,
5-time,
perfect. I love wrestling.
5-time.
I fucking love wrestling as much as I get old, and I don't watch it. I haven't watched it religiously for a couple of years now, but I never lose that passion for it. Like, it's so good. It's entertainment. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about wrestling the other day, and my earliest match storyline memory I have is Hulk Hogan Earthquake.
Yeah.
Where he crushed his ribs. And Hulk Hogan was out. And he came back and I'd like to look at each one of you Hulkamaniacs in the eye right now for all your support, brother. For all your prayers.
Do you know?
Amazing.
I saw a picture of Earthquake.
I was like, oh my days.
I saw a picture of
Kept
Earthquake.
jumping on his chest, Dave.
What was his name? John Tenter. John Tenter?
Smith.
John Tenter, I think.
Something.
When he debuted in WWE, I saw a picture. This is Earthquake's debut in the WWE, right? And it's like he was 26 years old, and you look at him and go, that motherfucker's 46. Like, he's not 26. Like, why did people back then look way older?
I don't know. It's true.
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
Fraser Crane. When Fraser Crane was in Cheers, 29.
Yeah.
But
Luke's 40.
he looks fucking like 49.
When I was 19, I looked 30.
Cliff, the postie in Cheers, mid-30s.
Wow.
Mid-30s. No way. That motherfucker's close to retiring.
I think he's dead now, mate.
No, he does all the voices of on Pixar, doesn't he? Fuck off. There's no way he's dead. You best be wrong or else I'm going to cry. I'm fucking have to Google this shit. Cliff. Cheers. Cliff Calvin. Played by John Ratzenberger, who is still alive.
No, is he still alive? It's the other one then.
Nobody knows his exact date of birth. He was either born in 1947 or 1949. So he's 70-something. Yeah.
It's the other one that's died then.
Which one? There's loads of them. Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson was in that. Woody Harrelson looked fucking 50 in Cheers. He was about fucking 19 or something. Right. Woody Harrelson looks younger now than he did in Cheers.
Yeah, true. He does. He's had more Botox.
Oh, good God. Hey, I've got a story to tell you.
Go on then, give us a story.
Speaking of keeping it local, right?
Go on then.
Have you heard of the Hanley Batman?
The Hanley Batman?
There's a Hanley Batman.
What, at the cinema?
No.
Go on, where?
No, there's an actual Hanley Batman.
Go on, I'm intrigued.
He helps people in the night. You don't know his name or who he is. He just appears when you need him.
You're joking me, go
I'm
on.
not even fucking joking.
Dave, tell me, get into the story.
I can show you the video later. I can't do it now, but I can show you the video later. So there was an incident on Wednesday night. The bookshop,
The Joker,
the bookshop that's in Piccadilly Arcade, Valacour Books, lovely bookshop by the way. It's a Lady Rattleclay on. It's fine. It's cool. People they know that we're busy doing stuff. It's cool. You have to be quiet. What are you doing? Oh, I can see what you're doing. Valacour Books, lovely bookshop.
Yeah.
Like, really nice. You can sit in, read your books, buy a coffee, a Monster, a soft drink. He's got a massive selection of new and used books. He's got a room of requirement upstairs if you want to. Like
a room of what?
A room of requirement.
A room of requirement.
Yeah. So whatever, if you need a room, if you require a room for something, he's got one.
Is that like a hookah room?
I mean, if you need it for a hookah. You know,
what is a room of requirements?
I need to use your room of requirements.
What's in the
coke?
room of requirement? That sounds like some weird John Wick stuff. That does. What's in that room, Dave?
A desk, some chairs, pictures on the wall. That's about it, really.
Is it like a bit of John Wick?
It's a reference to Harry Potter. They use the room of requirement in Hogwarts, so nobody knows where the room is, and then Harry finds it because it's like a brick wall. But then like, you stand in front of it and say some shit, and like it opens up and it turns into whatever you need it to be.
Okay.
Magically. So if you need a basketball court, you go in and it turns into a basketball court. Like, you know what I mean? If you need a John Wick room full of guns, that's what it'll be. He calls it the room requirement because you can rent it out and use it for whatever you need to use it for. So on Wednesday night, there's a group that have hired his room of requirement. So he's stayed open late. I think it was like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign or something like that they were doing, and they needed a room. So at some point during the night, a guy has walked up the arcade, and he's kind of looked in the window of the shop, and then he's walked to the top of the arcade, and then he's walked back down. And an absolute chancer, complete and utter chancer. The owner's like gone upstairs to use the toilet or something. So the guy's bolted in, grabbed the MacBook off the counter, and fucking lagged it. Gone. Poof. So the owner, Mitch, he's heard it. He's legged it downstairs, and then he's legged it up the arcade after him. Now the problem is Mitch has got is it fibromyalgia? Is that how you pronounce it? Mm-hmm. Where you basically your body's all fucked. Like,
okay.
You're pain. He's just in fucking pain all the time. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not a doctor, but he can't fucking run for very long. Like his back's fucked.
Yeah.
And so he's made it down to the traffic lights just past the Sugar Mill where Portofino's is. Yeah, mm-hmm. He's made it to there, Mitch has, and he's fucked. Like the guy who's got the laptop he's running down Clough Street, and then this random appears and goes, "Are you all right, mate?" And Mitch is like, no, he's nicked my laptop. And the guy's gone, right, woof, give it toes after him. Mitch is like, trying to keep up. He's not keeping up. So you got the little car park, haven't you, next to Tesco's, the cheap car park. He's got to there. He's looked, right? He's seen this youth rugby tackle the guy, put him on the floor, but they were like kind of behind a car. So he didn't really see what happened, but he did see an arm being raised up in the air and repeatedly coming down. Like,
Yes.
doof, doof. Right, and then Mitch has managed to get over to him, and this guy's on the floor, this youth's on top of him, raining blows, and this guy's going, just have him back, just leave me alone, just have him back. So, like, Mitch has got the laptop back off him, like, called him a few profanities, and this guy's just got up and gone, there you go, mate, boom, walked off, gone, disappeared.
Just gone.
Just gone. Mitch couldn't keep up with him to say thank you. Or
He even ran?
He couldn't keep up with him to say thank you, or no, he just walked really fast.
There you go.
Yeah, just to say thank you or catch his name or anything. Doesn't know who he is, where he came from, nothing. Just that this guy, just appeared. What's happened? He's got my laptop. Right.
It could be Tom Cruise.
Leave it with me. Woof. Rains in some fucking blows. Gets the laptop back. There you go, mate. Gone. Disappears. Gone. Probably told that story to his mates in the pub. They don't believe him, I guarantee it.
I never got to thank you.
Well,
You'll never have to.
You'll never have to. I mean, he's put it up on his socials, like, you know, if you read this, can you please come to the shop so I can thank you? Like, I mean, he's contacted the police about it, but it's one of them, you know what I mean?
Let's not.
There's nothing really that they can do.
He got his arse kicked. He got his laptop back.
There's nothing
What's
really
the
they
point?
can do.
What's the point?
And that is the thing, isn't it? Like, you think...
There's no point in that action. There's no point whatsoever in getting the police involved.
I think
there's no point, mate.
What the police say is, because it happened to somebody else whenever they had something robbed, and they were like, "Well, there's no point in phoning the police."
Nobody hasn't had anything robbed.
Yeah, I know, but just let me finish. And what the police say is, if a crime has been committed, and a crime has been committed, a theft happened, regardless of whether he's got it back or not. A theft happened. They say you have to report it because then it's on record. You know what I mean? Your shop's been targeted. A theft happened. You know, yeah, you got the item back, but it still happened.
It still happened.
And then it's on record, and you know you get a crime number and blah 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 and whatnot. A lot of people's attitude is there's no point.
No.
In my eyes, it's like there's no point.
None.
I've got the laptop back. I'm not even going to bother reporting it. There's no point. You know, my hairdresser Sean is one of his windows got smashed overnight in the barbers, and he said, like, people have said, "Oh, have you reported it? Why?
Why? Just get the window replaced.
It's not going to do anything, is it? You know what I mean? It's nothing's going to come of it. But apparently that's the thing you do. You report it and you get a crime number and
you get a crime number and that's pretty much it.
It's all on record. And if it happens again, then it's on record that it's happened once before. So it becomes like, okay, this place is getting targeted. We need to, look into it.
Fair one. Do you know what else you can do in Stoke?
Well, if you're lucky, you can have a meeting with Hanley Batman.
Middleport Pottery.
Middleport Pottery.
Have you done that actually?
I have not done Middleport Pottery.
Have you not? It's really good.
No, although I did have. Wasn't Middleport. It was Moorcroft Pottery I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But I did have an Australian guy stop me in the street once and ask me if he knew where he was. That is the extent of that story. It does not get any more interesting than that.
It's very, very... have you ever been to the Black Country Museum?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, but on a smaller scale.
One of my mates got kicked in the head by an horse.
It did? Where did that come from?
It's true.
True?
Yeah, there was an horse in a stable.
Yeah.
At the Black Country Museum. And
right.
The horse was like, we were giving it some strokes. He was loving life.
Yeah.
And then one of my mates was a little bit fucking overexcited, and the horse didn't like it, so he turned around, shoved his arse out their little hut instead. And my mate carried on being a dick, so the horse did that little back kick thing that they do when they're getting a bit agitated, doof, straight in his fucking head.
Knocked him out?
Yeah. Talks up with a drool now.
You're joking?
I'm joking about that bit, yeah, but he did get kicked in the head by an horse.
Did he knock him out, though?
Yeah, he fucked him up.
Oh,
Just
really?
fucking on the deck, yeah. See you later.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Go on.
Did you laugh?
Of course I fucking laughed. It was hilarious. Fucking kicked in the head by an horse. What's not to laugh
So
about?
you're standing there with your mates. Let's just get this right. You're standing there with your mates. Mm-hmm. He's giving the horse big licks, and I bet you've even said to him, "Watch it, you're gonna." Did you?
Yeah.
Did you even forewarn him?
He got warned. I'm like, mate, look, the horse is turned round. He's not happy. Leave the horse alone, will you?
Did you say that?
Yeah, we all said it.
That's amazing.
Leave him alone.
And then the horse kicked him square in the face.
The horse did that little. I think it was more of a warning kick, but it got him.
Did
And then if you've seen an horse, they're pretty big.
Yeah. Oh, was it a big? Was it a Shire horse?
Big black motherfucker it was.
Oh, was it one of them big Shire horses?
He was a big boy. He was a very strong boy.
Oh,
Absolute
dear.
fucking tank.
Was it?
Beautiful. Beautiful mane.
Beautiful, mate.
Shiny. But no, he was...
Anyway, have you been lately to the Black Country
No,
Museum
no,
since
it was
they
years-
done
years
Peaky
ago.
Blinders, Peaky Blinders and everything else
Why
there?
the fuck would they do that? Why?
Yeah, it's really good.
Fucking hellfire.
It's basically the
Okay.
set of Peaky Blinders.
Okay,
Peaky
that's
Blinders
fine.
was shot there.
That's fine.
It's really
It
good.
was good before.
No, it's like an old Birmingham street with the fish and chip shop, which works.
Yes.
They've got a sweet shop, which works.
Oh, proper old-fashioned.
Yeah, they've got an old-fashioned pub.
Lovely.
It's really good. They've got a little, they've got a bus double decker that goes up and down. Dave, it's massive now.
Do you know,
Massive. You don't know what you're missing.
Old-fashioned sweet shops.
You need to get out and have a look a bit more.
Old-fashioned sweet. I haven't done everything you can do in Stoke yet, Cleon. Jesus.
Well,
you keep dropping information on me every week.
Well,
You can go to the theatre, Dave. Can I? Fuck.
well, you've got the World of Wedgwood as well. If you want to have a look over there.
That's a little bit out the area, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's still an
I'm not
ST
a fan
postcode.
of the World of Wedgwood. It's basically a bunch of it's basically, in a nutshell, a bunch of expensive pottery.
We were having this conversation today about like Stoke-on-Trent.
That's it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can make
Come to the World of Wedgwood. Buy a vase.
Me kids did make some little pottery vases once, and they got to paint them and shit like that. They were really nice. But yeah, apart from that, pottery and it.
Trent and Monkey Forest.
Oh yeah, the monkey.
Have you
Forest.
done that?
No,
I've done that. It's a bit weird, that is.
just go big zoo.
No, it's a bit weird because you're at Trentham and there's a bunch of monkeys. And I was standing there.
They
and
shouldn't be there.
I'm standing in the monkey forest and I'm basically, when you have dialogue with yourself, there's a bunch of monkeys here. I appreciate it's the monkey forest, but the monkeys are just running free.
The monkeys are just like.
Have you been?
Out and about? No, you've just asked me that. I've not been.
No. Yeah, the
How much of that have you had?
No, the monkeys are genuinely. When I say running free, just wandering around.
Yeah, that's the idea, wasn't it? They can run around and, tickle you and stuff. I don't know if that's what we do.
I know, but it's a monkey.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want a monkey running around.
Why?
Because it's a monkey.
Stop being monkeys.
They've got little fingers.
Monkeys are ace.
They've got little hands.
Yeah, they have got little hands.
Little hands. And a monkey can mess you up.
A monkey can fuck you up. Like, Gonna get on the wrong side of a monkey.
You get on the wrong side of a monkey in the monkey forest and there's a problem. Anyway, it's great to go to the Trentham Monkey Forest. Give it a look.
Okay, I'll try.
We've also got Waterworld.
That's Waterworld's like.
Mate.
Waterworld, when I was a kid, right, and I used to go Waterworld every week.
Yeah.
Every fucking Friday.
Yeah.
I'd go Waterworld with my mates. They had the Aqua Disco, and it was fucking brilliant.
Amazing.
I nearly drowned in the space ball once, because
Oh.
I'm not a very strong swimmer, Cleon. I can
No.
swim, but I'm not a strong swimmer. So when I landed in that space ball, I panicked. Not going to lie.
Do you
I was
know
a bit
what
like,
we should do?
There's no handles. How the fuck do I stop myself from dying?
Do you know what we should do?
Go Waterworld.
Go to
We would
Waterworld.
look like perverts.
Mate,
then.
we can just
Right.
take Ethan.
Oh, we've got kids. We can do that,
I've
can't we?
got kids, yeah.
Fuck yes. Okay.
I just rope Ethan into this stupidity.
The problem with Waterworld these days is it's very expensive.
No, listen, we went Waterworld. I took the kids. And it was brilliant. Genuinely, it was really good. I went on that.
I bet you spent best part of fucking 150 quid as well, didn't you?
No, it was 75 quid
For the three of you.
for the four. No, there was four of us. There was me, Dex. No, the three of us, yeah, 75 quid.
75.
Yeah.
I think I used to spend about £4.80.
No, it wasn't that
every
cheap.
Friday.
It wasn't that cheap.
Let's go.
It wasn't that cheap, Dave.
Yeah, did nearly drown. Tell you what did happen to me in Waterworld when I was a young teenager.
Oh, don't, Dave, run a podcast.
Yeah, there was a
No.
there was a bird who I fancied.
Oh, no.
Right, now do you remember the lily pads?
Oh, no, not love on the lily
No,
pads.
no. You know the lily pads where
Yeah.
they were. It was quite shallow, wasn't it? And you could hold on to the things and like run across the lily pads. We were there.
You were there.
and I'm talking to this. I'm kind of stooped under the water, right?
Fuck's sake, go on.
And I stood up
You stood up
in front of it.
in front of it.
What happens to your swimming shorts, Cleon?
Oh,
when you stand up out the
didn't,
water?
mate. You didn't.
They cling to you, don't they? They stick to you.
I thought they just came down.
No, they stuck to me like I was wearing spandex.
Lovely.
No, nothing was left to the imagination.
Showing out proud.
Just there. It was just there, right in front of her, right next to her head. And she was like, "Ah," and she ran away.
Is that because you wiggled your eyebrows when you did it?
No. What I did is I very quickly, I was a child, Cleo, and I very quickly dived back under the water and went the other way.
No. I loved Waterworld as a kid.
Do you know
And it was
what?
great as an adult.
Do you know what I didn't like? You know, I mean, I don't know what it's like now, but we used to go up to the top where the slides were, and you had the one for the space bowl.
Yeah,
and then
still
you
there.
then you had the other three.
Yeah, still
so
there,
there was
but
black
there's
hole.
another two.
There was black hole, and there was two others. Now, when they all came out the same end. So let's say you went down the black hole. You go down the black hole.
Yeah.
And you get to the end, and you drop into the pool, right? And then they changed it. There was no pool to drop into. You just carried on sliding to the end, and there was no like. Why aren't I dropping into a pool? I wanted.
That's a space bowl.
Yeah, the space bowl you drop into the deep pool, but the other three you dropped into just a shallow pool, and they changed it. They just made it. You just extended the slide, so you didn't drop into anything. I want to drop into the fucking water.
Well-
I want to panic when I.
Well, it's changed a bit now. You've still got, so as you walk in, so I'll go from your childhood memory, yeah?
Yeah.
So as you walk in, you've still got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slidey slides.
Slidey slides.
As you walk in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you can hold hands with each other and you go,
Way.
that little thing.
Yeah.
You've still got the normal swimming pool where the wavy
Where the waves
wavies
are?
are. Yep.
So at the rapids.
Yeah.
spin
You can
around.
still go round. The rapids are still there.
Yeah.
Still exactly the same as they were.
Outdoor pool.
Outdoor pool's closed. They've closed the outdoor pool,
What a
Dave.
twat.
And it's empty. Looking at the outdoor pool empty was quite weird. Yeah.
Do you remember when the water was yellow?
Yeah. Anyway, we're picking it up. Let's not bring the yellow water in.
No. It was,
Anyway.
it was just they used different coloured fucking chlorine instead of the blue shit.
Someone hadn't had a lot of water that day.
It looked like piss. It wasn't piss.
Pretty much. Anyway, at the top, you know where the space bowly was? Yeah. You've still got that. So you've also still got the 1, 2, 3, you know those ones what you got on?
Yeah.
They've been done up a bit.
Look a paint.
No, they've been done up a bit, actually, in all fairness. Then you've got another one at the top.
Oh, is that the big fucker that goes outside?
That's one of the big
Yeah.
fuckers that go outside. And then as you where the rapids are, you know where the rapids are?
Yeah.
There's a staircase that goes up there.
Yeah.
And there's another load of slides there. And they're all the ones that go outside.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you've got the tube thingy and you stand on this ledge.
Yeah.
And you cross your arms and then the ledge go
It just drops you.
like that and you go.
Yeah. Would I fit? 'Cause I'm pretty on fire.
Yeah. Well, we could run it. And if you get stuck, I'll just jump on your shoulders.
Sound. Yeah. I'm not sure if you'll fit, Dave. Just rub some butter on your sides before you go down.
That would be. I'm sorry, I know that'd be terrible for you, but that'd probably be one of my best days.
I'd laugh. I'd find it. I'm not.
Can you imagine that?
I'm not claustrophobic or anything, so it'd just be funny. Like, there's just me stuck in the tube with 7 kids, like, stuck behind me, like, come on, fatty! Like, I'm trying, kids. Like,
Like,
Yeah.
oh no. Like, yeah.
hello.
Ding, 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 ding. The water just filling up from the jets.
Fuck. I don't know.
Sorry, Dave. You fat shamed yourself there.
Yeah. No, there's no shame. I like food. Taste. I used to love going to the gym, but
You did. Where else can you go? Titanic Brewery.
oh, in Boslem,
Yeah.
Burslem.
Malcop Castle.
Yeah, that's a nice little fucking drive out and walk out, isn't it?
Pretty big one. Alton Towers.
Not quite Stoke though, is it? But it's close. We
It's close.
kind of claim it as our own, don't we?
Westport.
Westport Lake's all right. If you want to walk,
I've gone off Westport Lake.
if you want to walk with the dogs, it's fine.
Yeah. Longton Park. Don't go there.
That's Longton Park used to be where you went for. No, can't say that.
Yep. Central Forest Park. Hey.
Yeah.
Fenton Park.
They've got one.
They have
got one.
They have.
I thought
It's
Fenton was a road.
Is it? Where's Fenton? Where's Fenton Park?
I've got no idea.
No idea.
I don't know where Fenton Town Centre is.
Oh, Fenton Park, where the football pitches are.
Yeah.
So as you're driving up where
No
the
idea.
industrial
You can
estate
tell
is,
me as much as you want.
I've played on the football pitches there loads.
I don't. Well, I was having
Don't
this
know where the
discussion
park
today.
is,
I
Cleon.
don't know where Fenton Town Centre is. Like, it's meant to be a town.
Mm-hmm.
Has it got a centre? It's just a road. It's two roads, one either side.
Have you done clip and climb?
Where's that?
It's in Stone. I've done that with the kids.
That's not Stoke, is it? That's Stone.
Burslem Park.
Burslam's got a park.
It's a great park.
It's a lovely park.
It's an amazing
I
park.
used to jump as a goalpost in there all the time.
The Churnet Valley Railway.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
That's good.
Yeah.
Not quite Stoke, but go on. The Roaches.
I feel like you've just got a list of,
Yeah.
of stuff here, like you're not fully invested in it. Like, you're just like, we've got the
Roaches.
We've got.
I'm trying to come up with something. I'm trying to get something gravitas here, and there's not Biddulph Grange.
There's loads of stuff you can do in Stoke, right? You can reel all these things off. Like, there's a bit of everything for everybody. If you want to go for a walk around,
Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior's there, yeah. Ninja Warrior's fucking ace. If as long as you haven't got an hangover. Last time I was in there, I was fucked. Right.
I've got a story about Ninja Warrior.
Go on. Is this when you did your back in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I done this?
Well, about 2 years ago. We can do it. It's a new show. We'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
Fine.
So anyway, I went to Ninja Warrior with the son.
The newspaper.
No, with my boy.
I had one other story for you. But
Go on then. So my son's worried about falling
yeah.
off the top. So I said, don't you worry, son. I'll show you that it's fine falling from the top.
Yeah.
So I climbed up to the very top of the wall.
Yeah.
You've got all foamy things on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a fall.
Tilted back, just went, way, and let back. As the wind of my fall got towards the one layer of foamy things,
Yeah.
I thought there was multiple layers, Dave.
There should be, really.
There was one. They separated, and I hit concrete.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal. It's not ideal. I went, "Ah!"
I don't think you meant to, like, purposely fall into it, though.
No, but you should have at least one more. If you're going to fall into it,
Yeah.
you're straight onto concrete. Yeah, if the wall's that high and I fall anyway, I'm straight onto concrete. No?
No,
Yeah?
I'm with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Right. Okay.
I'm not the idiot that fucking jumped in, so...
So two members of staff have come rushing over. Yeah? And I've looked up as I've got the taste of blood in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm very semi-unconscious. I'm still lying on the floor. And I look up, and my son's doing the Macho Man Randy Savage thing with his elbow
Legend.
on the top of the thing. And you know in Home Alone 2 where he's had that brick thrown at him?
Yeah.
And he's lying on the pavement and he goes, no, don't. And he did. And he immediately jumped, elbowed me in the chest. And that was the end of Ninja Warrior for me. Yeah, it was.
Last time I was a Ninja Warrior, I was very, very hungover.
Why are you getting Ninja Warrior hungover, you perv?
Because it was the night... You remember when the last time I did that gig in the Black Friday?
Yeah.
So it was the second time I played.
That was a celebration.
The Black Friday. Well, I dropped all...
Ninja Warrior.
No, I dropped all my stuff back off at home, and then I came back because, if you remember, Dawn's mate was out with all her mates, and we decided we were going to carry on drinking.
Yeah.
So I came back, we carried on drinking, and then we carried on drinking, then we drank some more. And we went home, and it was arranged that we were going to Ninja Warrior the next day with some other friends and their kids, and I was in a very, very, very bad state. So Dawn was very brave, and she got up and went up to Ninja Warrior, and I was like, I'll meet you up there. I just need a few more minutes. I've got to get myself together. So I ended up staggering. I felt so sick. I ended up staggering up there. And I went to the shop, because there's a shop just down the road. I went to the shop, and well, I remembered when I was at college, when I had an hangover, my go-to was always a pint of milk and a ham salad sandwich. It used to sort me out. Pint of milk and a ham salad sandwich. Don't know why, just did. And when I went in the shop, I saw a ham salad sandwich in the fridge, and I was like, oh, old.
I could just eat that.
Oh, old friend, please, please still work. Please still work. And I bought it, and I bought a pint of milk, and I drank the milk, and I ate the sandwich before I went in, and it just made me feel fucking worse. Yeah. And here's me, I'm walking around Ninja Warrior trying to be as enthusiastic
with
as
a
possible.
pint of milk.
I'm just like...
half a pint of milk and a half-eaten ham sandwich.
You know, I've paid for just a spectator's bracelet. Like, I'm not playing, and I'm just walking around trying to be as enthusiastic as possible. Like, go on, kids, you can make it. Go on, jump, you'll be fine. Oh, I want to die. It was pretty bad. Yeah, you mentioned the sun earlier.
Yeah,
and I did the little pun. The newspaper.
The newspaper.
So this reminded me of something else that's happened this week. So tonight, Saturday night, there should have been a show on at the Repertory Theatre.
At the Repertory Theatre?
Yeah, it was a tribute to the Rat Pack.
Yeah.
So you got Frank and Sammy and Dean and some dancers and a piano and stuff. Like, it's meant to be a really good show. Anyway, we've been the box office for the show, and on Monday we got the notification that the show's been cancelled. Now we were told it was ill health, cancelled due to ill health. So we're like, oh bollocks! So now you've got to do the the refunding, the ring around, the emails. So we're doing all that. We get through it all, do it a couple of days, and it's all done and sorted. And blah blah blah. Anyway, I'm on my lunch. You just hear that? That's you. Anyway, I'm on my lunch, and I've got an headphone in, but I kind of overhear a conversation between a couple of people who are in the office. I'm like, did I just hear that right? So I go downstairs, I jump on the computer, and I Google it. So it turns out what actually happened, there was no ill health. Now, do you know Des Coleman?
No.
Des Coleman was a weatherman.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was also in EastEnders for a bit. He was like Bianca's boyfriend for a bit. But he was a weatherman. Now, Des Coleman plays... don't play Frank Sinatra, does he? He plays Sammy Davis Jr., right? For obvious reasons. He plays Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
So it turns out...
Are you trying to tell me you can't play Frank Sinatra?
100% saying he can't play Frank Sinatra because he's black.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, fair.
This is not Disney, okay? This is the real world. So...
This will not sell.
Yeah. So what actually happened was... they were performing, they'd been booked for a private party. So it was like a wedding. And it was 40 guests or something. They'd been booked for this wedding. So they were doing the Rat Pack thing at the wedding. Everybody's loving it. Now, apart from Des, who apparently not very happy. Something's happening, he's not very happy. And a song kicks in, and they're about to sing it, and Des is like, oh, I'm not fucking singing this one. Goes over to the desk and poof, puts the next track on. And I think they get through the song, and then the Frank Sinatra character calls for a little break and goes into the dressing room with Des and the guy playing Dean.
Yeah.
And apparently they have this blazing row. And the guy playing Frank's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a nightmare. You're always doing shit like this, blah, blah, blah. Start having a bright go at each other. Des Coleman batters him. fucking batters him. Like, police were called, he was fucking arrested, dragged away, the wedding's fucking ruined.
Oh my days.
The cast member that plays Frank has gone and sold his story to the Sun. And so it's like, it's all public knowledge now. So, like, you know, I've got no issues talking about it on here. But he sells his story to the Sun. His face, fucking out here. Like,
Is he big?
Fucking huge, like, got a big fucking mango on the side of his head. His eyes all swollen and shut, all bruised up. Proper battered him.
Oh, he's going to get sued.
Apparently, he's been released without charge. So,
He's dropped the charges then.
Yeah.
He's give him some money.
Whatever's happened there, I do not know. But yeah, so Des Coleman, I don't think he'll be doing the weather anymore if he still does. But
Well, he definitely won't be playing Sammy
he
Davis
definitely
Jr.
will be playing Sammy Davis Jr. in that trio. Yeah, so that was it. That was knowledge. Yeah, we've been telling everybody all week that it's been cancelled due to ill health, but that was that. Yeah. Good.
Also today, we've had a bit of football, Dave.
Oh, FA Cup.
FA Cup Day,
FA Cup, yeah.
where dreams are made. So the first dream, Crystal Palace versus Millwall.
I've got the scores. I've got them up here.
Did Millwall
Did what?
fulfil their dreams?
No, did they fuck?
No, they lost 3-1 to Crystal Palace. Then we had Preston North End v Burnley.
Yep.
Preston North End did their job.
Yeah, they did their job.
AFC Bournemouth versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Bournemouth won on penalties.
Penalties.
Man City beat Plymouth Argyle today.
It was always going to happen.
Also, Stoke City drew to Watford.
It's not looking good, is it?
It's not looking good for Stoke City, no. And Port Vale,
It was a draw.
it was a draw. I
Now,
can't even see Vale. I'm in the wrong league, that's why.
Port Vale, they had the 12:30 kickoff today, which means it was on Sky Sports Plus.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so, you know, on your... I don't think you can do it on a web browser, but you can do it on the app, and I'm pretty certain you do it on Sky Red Button. I don't know if you can do it on Virgin yet, but the Sky Sports Plus thing is, you know, Sky have gone, yeah, we're now showing you more football. You can press the red button and your, you know, your non-blackout matches broadcast on Sky Sports Plus. So your 12:30 kickoffs and stuff like that. You can like press your red button, find the match you want to watch. So Vale were on Sky this afternoon. Now I happened to be on my lunch when kickoff happened, so I thought, you know what,
I'll put Vale on.
I'll stick it on my phone. I'll watch a little bit of it while I'm eating. And
So you were treated to the first 2 goals?
not the first 2, just the first one. The goal itself was absolutely pathetic the way that Vale conceded that goal.
Yeah.
Gentle little fucking tippy tap back to the keeper. A gentle little tippy tap out towards apparently a Vale player. Made it nowhere fucking near him. Like, and then Tranmere just like guy just he's almost like he's watching the ball in slow motion. Then he runs up to it, passes it to his mate. His mate just curls it round the keeper. Keeper's on the floor having a little lie down.
Oh yeah,
just like a little lie down. Curls it round him.
Little lie
Goal.
down.
Everybody's like, oh, what the fuck did that just happen? What's going on there? Vale didn't deserve the draw. If you concede a goal like that, just leave. Just give up, pricks.
Fair one. Well, that leaves Vale.
They're not getting automatic promotion.
That leaves Vale 6th in the league.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they were 6 before, so... It just means that Crewe are a little bit closer to them, but Vale do have 2 games in hand.
Stoke City are currently 19th.
They're not. It's not looking good, is it? The only
31, 32, 30. The only get out of jail card they've got is Luton and Plymouth are worse, and so are Derby.
Yeah, it's one of the things we were talking about today. It's like the bottom 3 are really shit.
Really shit.
So it's going to take something. It's going to take nothing short of a miracle, like one of them.
It'd be good though.
Yeah, Luton, as in
in Premier League.
just
Luton.
been relegated. Luton,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. Hull are down there as well.
That's not
some
brilliant.
big names. Norwich there, 11th.
Yeah, it's you know they're
Leeds topping the table. Yeah,
their only saving grace is like we say, you know, them bottom 3 teams are really bad. I mean, look at Coventry, how they've turned it round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Up in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, they've
Like,
hired
Yeah, yeah. But Stoke, like,
They have got Frank Lampard. He has turned things
yeah,
around.
he's turned it around, man. But yeah, just on fucking like, he will be a miracle. But you know, Luton have won today, so all it's going to take is a couple of fucking horrible Stoke losses, and for Luton to get a bit of form.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I mean? It's
Luton could turn it round.
Luton could turn it. Could.
Come on, Luton.
I mean, if Stoke get,
But even then, if Luton do, that just makes Hull.
yeah, if Stoke do get relegated, which I don't think they will, I think they're going to be very close. They're going to be in that bottom 5, like. But if they get relegated and Stoke, and I've said it a million times, and Vale get promoted, we haven't got the fucking infrastructure to handle that anymore.
Well, they've got Coventry away, Blackburn at home, Millwall away.
Millwall.
There's still a lot of games play yet, Dave.
Yeah.
Where's like 20 games left?
Well, when's it go up to April? Is it March, April, May? May? When's the league finish?
10 games left, sorry.
Jesus.
It's
Yeah.
a
Well,
lot of points, though.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens there.
Anyhow.
Yes. Well, we've run over a little bit here. It's been nice doing it here in this new room.
In this new one.
We'll definitely be investing in the next few weeks and maybe make it a more permanent fixture.
Video.
Yeah, we're working on the video. You just got to bear with us. We're going to get a few episodes in, and then we'll get it sorted. Don't worry. But the video is coming. For the meantime, you're stuck with the goat and the sloth. That's where we're at. The goat and the sloth. I might just keep them anyway. But yeah, you're stuck with the goat and the sloth until we sort the video out. But I've enjoyed this episode. I've noticed that my mouth opened more the more whiskey I drank.
Yes.
Which has been fun.
Let's go drink more whiskey.
Let's go drink some more whiskey. Yeah, so a big thank you to everybody that listens to us week in and week out. Big thank you for the new followers on the socials as well, and for the new subscribers to the podcast. You guys are awesome. Give us a like and a follow or a subscribe on whatever your favourite podcast app is, and follow us on all of our social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on X, we're on Blue Sky. Just search Up the Trent Without a Paddle and you will find us. You guys are awesome, and we will see you next time.